I got the wall in there. I'm thinking I fit, I just fit here. We kind of use this concave portion of the wall you got from here to here. You get that on either end. It's just big enough for me. I'm 5'9", so pretty darn close. Most of the time I sleep on my side like this, so it's not going to be a problem sleeping on my side at all. That panel was a real pain in the butt. All right, I gotta make one for this side now. So I traced out my pattern. And I'm just using this Craig Accu-Cut to cut these sheets of plywood because it's just really hard to fit a sheet of plywood into a table saw. And this works really good. There's no clamping, no nothing, just get it where you want it. And it doesn't move. So let's do this. Watch out, Riley. Easy. And this Craig jig for storage, you can just take it apart and when you put this thing back together, I mean, it fits perfect. So I like it. Little tip for you. So I already made the other side. Show you. So here's the other side, and I traced it out. Okay, here's the other side, and I traced it out on here, and I tried it on the other side, and it fit just fine. So the only thing is the window is just a little bit off. I think I'll move that, but this took a long time to make, I'll tell you. I got the wall in here. I wasn't able to get all the screws in, like this little bastard down here in the corner. But I used construction adhesive on it, liquid nails, and I put it all the way around the edge too. I don't think that thing's going anywhere, but I kind of got it propped up right now just to make sure it dries tight. Because I was a couple spots I couldn't get the screws in. Part of the problem is they're too darn close to the outside skin of the van. So, well, I got the other wall in today. It's looking good. And see that cable right there? I put in an antenna too. Comes through the roof right there at that hole. I don't know if you can see that. There it is. Show you from the outside. It's a wine guard antenna, and it does TV. It does 4G LTE boost. And it's a Wi-Fi from the 4G. So good enough. I don't need direct TV in the van, but I want good TV reception, so we put that in today. It's pretty pretty easy just to slap it up on the roof and seal it up. Sorry I didn't tape putting it in. And it took 4 hands and I only got 2. But I used a PL200 construction adhesive on it. And I used screws in all the places I could get them. But this particular spot is hard, man. And I could not get screws in everywhere that I wanted to get it tight in there. So I did this. And I think it should be fine though. So there we go. We got our wall panel. So I picked up this TV here to try the antenna. Here's the cable. But it's 24-inch 1080p. And it was only 150 bucks at Best Buy. But look at all the apps. You get Apple TV built in. So we should be able to use this quite well with the Wi-Fi and stuff. Try it. Oh, we're at the fabric store here. And kind of looking at this roll here. That's the ceiling on the right and the carpet on the left. Interesting. Pretty good match, I don't know. So if you go light, I don't know. This is pretty nice stuff here. It's thick, you know.
You don't want blue.
No, I don't want blue for sure. We could go white.
Those are thinner whites though.
Yeah. Here's the other grays that we were looking at. See, that's a nice thick. It looks like it's got tan in it.
It does look tan. You'd have to go with a different shade of this.
And here, I'm afraid that might be hard to try and
It's kind of thin.
deal with. I think this is my favorite back here. Naugahyde, easy to clean. You know, there's this one. Look at that. It's got some character there, boy. Match is good. It's kind of dark.
That's a good match. Is it
Wait,
too
do that again. That looks pretty good. I mean, that's an exact match, but it's got a pattern to it, which is kind of interesting. Oh, this one looks like an alligator.
I don't know about it.
Let me see, do that again. Yeah, I like that. Alligator.
What about this one underneath? I kind of like that one. This one.
That one?
Was it too?
If it had more crinklies in it, it's just so
It's too
flat
too
and plain.
plastic. Okay.
And I kind of liked this one over here. Or was that one? I thought there was a second one.
The brown one?
Oh, I found the brown, but
And you found the gray.
if we did the brown, I'd have to actually make the wood dark colored. I don't want everything that dark.
I think we should look at the light ones again.
Do that again.
I think this has better tones than a couple of them you had pointed out.
Yeah, and it is lighter. Okay, so we're using this contact cement from, I think I got this at HD, and we're putting it even up on the walls here and everything, because we're going to have our fabric cover up this whole well is the idea. We want it, we're trying to preserve this this whole recessed area so that we have foot space and headroom when we lay crossways in the van here. So I put contact cement all the way around here and even up inside these edges of the wood here, because it doesn't really fit super even around the window. unfortunately, just because the wall is. But we we used P-Hell 200, screwed it in, and then you saw the braces, and that I took the screws back out. I filled all the screw holes, and we've got contact cement all the way up to this line here. So let's put some on the other surface.
Okay. Do you want a little bit first?
Yeah. So this back of this fabric is kind of furry. It's like a felt back. So this, you know, you got to make sure you get this work in. I've used this fabric before, and it does stick pretty well. And because the backing is thick, it covers up, you know, some of the errors. But you can see that felt right there. You know, you kind of don't want lumpy stuff.
Did you cut it long enough that it's going to go up
Yep.
to that?
You can pull it your way just a little bit. Right there. All right, now let's get it up tight. Tight to the wall. Tuck that in if you have to. So that's how it turned out, you guys. It's better than I thought. Now check out up in here. We were able to press out most of those folds, and a lot of that, you know, the ceiling comes to here, so it's going to cover up that most of that. So, not bad. And I got this. So this is the electrical box right here. And you can see how this box works. I just put it in, sorry I didn't get that on tape. But it's just pretty easy. You just turn these tabs up and screw it in. And so this is for the, it's the same idea, it's just got these tabs. And so I'll put that next to this here. And that'll be for our cable. And I'll show you this here. This antenna has an amplifier built in. So this is the that line guard antenna that we put on the roof, and so that'll just go in that box like that, and all of our antennas will attach right there. So it's one in and one out to the TV. The third one here is like if you wanted to have a radio, and then these two prongs here are for plus and minus, and then there's a switch on the front here to turn the antenna amplifier off and on right there. So that should work out pretty good. So I gotta trace this one out yet. This one probably be a little bit harder than the other one to trace. Maybe not, I don't know. I kind of want it in there tight, but it can't be too tight because this one sticks over on the back, you know. So it's going to be like something like that, I think. And then the TV mount is right over here. So this is a tight fit, let me tell you, but we've thought about this a lot, and we know what we want. This is it. So anyways, here we go. So this stuff, so this line here is a little bit off. So I'm cutting to the inside of it. You can always go bigger. You can't always go smaller. This stuff is pretty soft too. So there we are from the back. Gonna connect the dots from the front here. I mean, I really like this Mercedes ceiling. It's got this nice pattern here. I really like that. It matches our pattern pretty well. Look at that. Perfect fit. So then what I do is, watch on the back once, what I do with it. So you just flip up those tabs and then screw it in. Come on. Like I said, you just, so easy. There.
Battery dead?
No. This was the last one of these that they had at Menards. I don't know. They've been like low on outlet boxes at Menards. Like out of them during the pandemic. There, you couldn't even get an outlet box during the pandemic. And then I got there today or yesterday and I found one of these little boxes left. That was it, one. It's like, okay. There, so there it is. I don't want to over tighten it, but you get the idea. It's in. And that ain't going nowhere. So, just over a little so it doesn't fall. So that's it for that. It's going better than I thought, really. I just gotta, so we got the 2 outlet boxes in. So this guy, he'll just, let's see, I'll go that way. So that'll look okay, you know. Should look fine. And this guy will be an outlet, so I'm not gonna put, I'll just shove the wires through there and then I'm not putting any of this on until we're got the whole ceiling in. So the one more thing I got to do with the ceiling here before we can put it in. Well, I gotta cut the light holes, okay? We'll do that last. And then over on this side here, you'll see that light there. Really nice little lights. We're gonna have one here too on this side. So I gotta do the same thing. I'll put another board across here to mount that light to, and then we'll be ready to go.
Can I pull some of this out? Because
You
this
don't need the drill, none of it. Here, give it to me.
drill. Can I move these little connectors so I don't accidentally?
Yeah, just shove it all over here.
There's my tape measure. Oh,
Okay, you good?
are we okay?
Yep. Here it comes.
What do you want?
Oh my gosh, we really screwed up here.
Oh,
Oh my gosh, honey. Oh my gosh, I don't know what to do now. Well, yesterday we realized when we put this up, we thought, I don't know, this thing's upside down and backwards here. I put it up there and it was like, damn, we put the outlet boxes on the wrong side. So how do you fix that, right? So so this is the driver's side over here, and this is the passenger side where we got the TV and everything going. So I just decided, you know what, I'm gonna run wires up there, and that'll be like for we'll still have the antenna switch over there, which is more accessible. And then I'm just gonna put a 110 volt outlet there, and we'll put some 12 volt, probably USB outlets, and those will be useful on that side. We can plug our phones in, we can plug a CPAP machine. I don't have a CPAP, but maybe a future owner of this van will want it. And it's there, I don't know. I suppose we could plug like cameras and other things that we need to charge in by the bed there. Eventually I'll be putting a cabinet over all that anyways, or a shelf anyways. So I think it'll be fine. So I never would have put outlets on both sides. But you know what? I'm kind of glad we did now. So, but what a pain. So you can see the backside here. I use this box like this that it's kind of like a half moon box. It just gives you more space in the box for stuff. To stuff wires in there. And I know this was the last one they had, so I made my own on the other side, which is fine. I just cut a box down. So there we go. I ran the wires up there, and we are ready. Check it out. So wires are ready to go on that side, and we can put this in soon here, very soon, like soon. So I'm making these panels for the door so that we can have a speaker up there. They used to just have these things, you know. That was all that was there. It was really pretty small. I don't know, it looks out of proportion there. It's this basically fit just around the middle there. So I'm gonna go ahead and cover those with vinyl and foam. Let's take a look. Okay, so we're gonna just cut this foam padding here to fit this part. So there's that one. Oh, these two sides are a little different. I had a little bit of trouble with these patterns. I mean, it wasn't terrible, but the one side is different than the other. Actually, the driver's side back door is a little bit bigger than the passenger side back door. So I had to accommodate for that. So I always cut the foam just a little bit bigger so that it pulls around the edge a little bit.
Some longer pieces on the ends.
What are all these pins for on the thing?
Well, I had to take it up and have so that there was a main hem and a pocket and the fringe, or not fringe, but the ruffle at the top.
Oh, there's a ruffle.
So this one and this one needs one more seam.
Cool. Where'd you get those fancy pins? Okay, so we got the curtains in here. Looking good. I use these little command adhesive clips here. They're not staying so good though, I see. That's what's holding on. And it looks good, I think. It's good. Okay, well here's how it turned out. I got the curtains in here. They look real good. We can just use our Velcro so we can just pull the curtains over, and that works out pretty good. I put some panels on top there, and then up in here you can see the walls. Still a little bit under construction. I gotta put some trim around that window there, but it's looking good. So that's it for our show today, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Gary Schultze, Cyclone Vans. Please hit the subscribe and keep watching. We appreciate you.